up yesterday, their average, and they were below average on snowfall. Not by a lot, but they certainly need it there. And this week is going to be all about the extreme temperatures. The northern tier locked in winter. Like here into Grand Forks, Nebraska, is feeling like 4 below right now and in the single digits. Meanwhile, our highs in the low 80s in Orlando today. It's going to get even hotter. We're actually going to get into the low 90s as we head over the next couple of days. So let's talk about the dueling temperatures and the dueling seasons and start on the warm side. Big high pressure, big ridge. That's going to allow the warm air to go north. Also gives us the sunshine, sinking air. That's going to heat everything up. And we've got that really through a huge chunk of the country as we start off the week. But then we get a low pressure that's going to dive into the northwest and then make its way eastbound. Now, this high pressure is so strong that though this low is going to be heading eastbound, it is not going to be able to break through this high. This ridge is just too strong. So it's going to have to go up and over the ridge. And that's why we stay warm here into the south, really, for the huge chunk of the week. But look at midweek. We're talking 30 above average versus 40 below average into portions of the plains. By Wednesday, 140 million will be feeling that warmth, and it gets even more than that. We could set records here on Wednesday all the way up into Lexington, Kentucky, where we could see 73 degrees. Guys, it is mid-February. Don't forget. Into Florida on Wednesday, it's going to be hot in Orlando. And in fact, we could be actually breaking all-time record here in Orlando. This is an all-time February high in Orlando, 90 degrees. Look at Thursday, 91. Now, we should be in the mid-70s. This is why people love living in Florida. The summertime can be so hot and humid, but then you get a break. I'm telling you, December, January, February in Florida is like the best time, mid-70s and sunny. It's gorgeous, but we're not getting a break. And that heat is all the way up into the mid-Atlantic. In fact, the Northeast, we've had a very mild winter. Here are those Thursday potential records. Even down into Fort Myers, we could see a record. Mobile, New Orleans. I mean, we just had Mardi Gras. We're having Mardi Gras, I guess, Fat Tuesday is on tomorrow, but 194 million will feel above average temperatures for the extended period. Friday, we cool off. A lot of us just get back to average, some of us a little bit below average, but there's no huge like Arctic outbreak that's going to make you feel like a popsicle unless you live in Montana. That's where you get the single digits below average temperatures. But Jim, even we warm up back quickly. I mean, 40 degrees and sunny in February, that's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. But thank goodness.
Very good boy, dropped the puck. And they actually had a camera, Jim, on him when he went out into the ice.
Right.
So it was this really cool perspective of like the guys are down like this and the dog's face is in them. So it was just a really cool perspective.
You know what I'm most amazed about? I mean, if you ever see hockey
Let's take a look ahead in the T-Mobile coast-to-coast forecast and give you a peek at temperatures in your area as you plan your travel for the week ahead. And let's start you off. And here's a look at today. So we have a boundary here. We have a front right here. And this is a little low pressure. Okay, so we have these two systems. This is our big weather maker that's coming into play. So these are the three things we're looking at today. As we head into tomorrow, you know, we have the remnants of our system into the northeast, but then big time, that's right, on Wednesday, we've got a huge system. Thursday, it sticks around, bringing snow, icing to the Midwest and the Northeast. Friday, that clears out. And that's when we get into the messy weather here again into California. Rain, snow, the whole 9 yards. Sunday, we stay unsettled. We're in it, people. We are kicking off the week with our partners at the Weather Channel and Espanol. Albert Martinez, meteorologist Albert Martinez is here. We've been waiting for the story.
Yes.
For hours.
Since we heard about it
in our meeting.
Yes, and we want to know more. There is something very interesting going on in Colombia.
Yes, because they live without control. And IPOS right now is a big problem in Colombia because they live in the middle of the jungle.
Just take them back to their natural habitat.
I mean,
you know?
You try to move a hippo, right? I don't think you're doing it easily.
Well played, Molly. Good point. Good point. Where can we find all this?
We have a lot of streaming platforms, so Local Now, YouTube TV.
Albert, as always, thank you so much.
A pleasure.
I'm invested. I'm invested in
I
this
got to know what
here.
happens to the hippos.
All right, we're going to keep it international now and talk about. We've got a little bit of everything here.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we're going to have storms in some spots, especially across the south. We're going to Steph and Molly on those slippery roads, so do use great caution out there.
Not to mention the visibility going down with it all. It's going to be a mess.
It is going to be rough.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Well, here's what's coming up tomorrow on Pattern.
Yeah, you might miss the vroom vroom of your car.